Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Alright, so today we have a video of, hold on. I had to see if we were, if my audio was recorded. But today we are ranking all BO7 gobblegums. I forgot to put, hold on, how many are there? 5, 10, 11, 16, 21, 23, 28, 33, 36, 41, 42, 43. Okay, there might be 2 missing from the list. I used TIERMAKER, and it said there was 41, but I counted 43. I don't know what the... I know Helping Hound was just added because the list is from season 1. So, and I don't know what other one is not on here off the top of my head. But, yeah, we'll be ranking all gobblegums except Whimsical. I mean, all of these are S tier. There's nothing. But we're going to start from D tier and go up. So, and it's not in specific order. It's more so just everything in D tier is D tier. D tier is either I don't use it enough for me to rank it, or it's just it's mid. So, starting off with our first 2 blue gobblegums, we have Anywhere But Here and Tactical Diffusion. Both of these are I don't really use them a lot. I mean, I got 81 of them. That kind of shows you I don't use it enough. And I got 58 of these. I mean, yeah, you get 2,000 essence, but if you get a nuke and you got 50 zombies, and let's say you get 100 points, I know it's like what? I don't think it's 100. I think it's 90. Let's say you get 100. That's 5K. Why would you take the nuke over the 50 zombies? There's no point in doing that. And Anywhere But Here, I mean, it's probably good to use in Ashes just to go somewhere else, but I don't really use that enough for me to use it. I don't care about Anywhere But Here. So with that being said, our next 3 are going to be the Epic, and these are all D tier. But we have Exit Strategy. I don't really, you can just leave the match. Unless you care about stats, there's no point in using this. It's a waste of a gobblegum slot. Just literally leave the match. It's not gonna, the game is still gonna go in your stats anyway if you leave the match. I used to when I first started cared about it, but then over time I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna leave the match. Expo Strategy, Explosive Flourish. I've used this a couple times. I feel like it's mid. I mean, yeah, the bigger the percentage, Reload it affects it better, but I just don't really care about it. And Respin Cycle, this is one of the D tiers that I don't use enough, so I don't have much to say about it. So moving on, we got 1 legendary in D tier, and that is Modified Chaos. Where is it at? It's only 60 seconds. One, I don't use it at all, so that being said, it's just in D tier, but it being 60 seconds is probably not a good thing. I have all perks upgraded, so the Elemental Pop perk, where the augment where everything activates more quicker, probably helps the fact over using this 60-second gobblegum. So it's not worth it. Even if I did use it a lot, it'd be a waste of a gobblegum slot. So that's my D tier gobblegums. On to C tier, we got 3 of these in there, 1 gold, 2 red. And the gold we have is Immolation Liquidation. That is a funny, nice word. But I don't really, I mean, 10 cents on a mystery box. The deflation is lovely on that. That's like what? I couldn't do the math. But it is very, very cheap. But I don't really... If this was older Call of Duty, this would definitely be like a S or a A tier. But in modern Call of Duty, I do not care about the mystery box like that, for real. I don't really use it because you can bring whatever gun you have. Now, in terms of cursed, would I put this in my slot? No. But I do have, I'll show you actually. I do have like 4 gobblegum packs or mainly because I play Cursed a lot recently because I'm trying to get all the relics. As you can see, none of those are in there. I mean, you got wall-to-wall clearance because a lot of times the gun that I'm looking for is anything, especially in Curse, just anything. Because 10k on the first Pack-a-Punch is a lot. I mean, you can get it easily, but still. That's why I don't really care about it. And the two red ones I have are near-death experience. I don't use it enough. When I do use it, it's good, but I wouldn't put it anything higher than C tier because I don't play with anybody enough. And if you can use this in solo, I don't know if you can, I never fact checked it, but if you can use this in solo, I will put it in S tier. If not, it stays in C tier. And the other red one I have is raindrops. I mean, getting all the power-ups at once is nice, but I don't use it a lot. I mean, I got 10 of them. That might not sound like a lot, but the two I'm putting C tier are the ones that have the most stuff, so keep that in mind. But raindrops and near-death experience, I don't really use a lot of, and nor do I care about using them. A lot of times when I use them, it's to convert it so I can get that 5k in Curse, and that's about it. But with that being said, moving on to B tier, the third tier, we got 3 blue, 1 purple, and 3 legendary, no red. The 3 blue that I have in there are Arsenal Accelerator. I have 44 of them. Shields Up. Where's it at? I have 0 of them. And Stock Option. These are more so mid. Mid isn't really a bad thing. It just means there's pros and cons to it. Stock Option, I don't really... A lot of times I'm using Frenzy Guard, so that is my stock option. But when I use it, it's pretty good, especially on guns that have lower ammo for the magazine, like the SG-12, because it only carries like 21 or 18, or the Jagger 45s. Both of those carry like 9 in each gun. Guns like that, this is good for, but I don't really use it for a lot of things because it takes like 1 second to reload. It's not really gonna make that much of a difference unless you're using it in the boss fight. That's different, but majority of the time I use free fire instead of stock option, so I don't use ammo at all. Shields Up is, like I said, it's decent. A lot of times when I'm in higher rounds, this does not do anything at all because the zombies are taking like 1 armor per hit. So, and Arsenal Accelerator, it's nice because it's 5 minutes, but at the same time, I don't use it a lot, so I don't really pay that much attention to it. So that's why it's B tier. It's not bad, but it's not something I would be like, oh yeah, put that in your thing. The 1 purple we have is Elemental Exposure. This would be D tier, but since Rogue Run came out, I do use it because the guns you get at the start are not strong, and having something that will actually utilize the target's elemental weakness is pretty good to have, but that is probably the only thing I use Elemental Exposure in. If Rogue Run wasn't a thing, this would be right in D tier because I most of the time I have the Elemental Pop augment on where it has a chance to do the enemy's weakness. So, or I would be in a map where there's only one element that's being implemented, like Cryo Freeze and the Mars survival map, and you don't really need the elemental weakness for the little vermins. I forgot their actual name. So that's my 1 purple. My 3 legendaries that I have in there are Idle Eyes, Round Off, and Wall-to-Wall Clearance. Wall-to-Wall Clearance is pretty good, but I only use it in Curse, so it's not worth putting it higher. The highest I would probably put it in would be at the bottom of A tier, but that's about it. Round Off, I've used it a couple of times. It's pretty good. I didn't realize, I was confused when I first read it. That's what threw me off, but it just keeps you on the same round for 2 extra rounds, which is pretty cool if you're not trying to go... I know I used it 1 time before 31 because that's when they increased the zombie damage. Or that's one of the rounds they increased it. So I was like, I didn't know how it worked, but when I saw it work, I was like, oh, that's how it works. So it's pretty good, but I don't really use it a lot, so it'd be in C tier. Or, no, not C tier, B tier. I forgot they do S, A, B, C, D. I'm tripping. And the last one, Idle Eyes. I've used it a couple of times, but 30 seconds doesn't really do much. It does enough. You might, boss steps, you might get something done. but that's about it. I mainly only use it for boss steps, or if there's too many zombies, or if the one zombie I'm dealing with is just doing too much. So that's my B tier. My A tier, I got a lot of these in here. I got 3 blue, 4 purple, 4 legendary, or no, 5 legendary, and then 2 red. So the 3 blue that I have is probably obvious: Cache back, Power Keg, and Insta Kill, or Killjoy. Killjoy, I mean, it's Insta Kill. I don't even have to say much about that. Pair that with Temporal Gift, which we'll speak on that later. Power Keg is nice. I mean, you could honestly put that in B tier too, but I put it in A tier because once you use your power up too much, it's nice to have just pop a Power Keg and then boom, you have your power up. So yeah, but like I said, you can also put this in B tier, probably C tier too, but I put it in A tier because I think it's nice. And Cache back, I mean, when I play Cursed, a lot of times having a max ammo, I don't have the one relic, the Dragon Head relic, where there are no ammo caches, but you know, just having something like this would be nice on instant. And then the 4 purple I have are Dead Drop. I haven't used this in a while because I get enough salvage as is, but when I did use it, it was nice to have because I noticed how much salvage they were dropping were way more than I expected. So that's why I put it in A tier. Same with re-equipment, especially in boss fights. Even if you have on the one augment where it drops your equipment or you have a chance to, having re-equipment is nice in a boss fight, and it lasts 5 minutes. Power Vacuum, when I use this, I'll be seeing like 10 power-ups like throughout the whole thing, which is a good thing because usually it takes me a while to even see one power-up, except the one they give you with the max ammo rounds. And then the last purple is Nowhere But There. This is better than Anywhere But Here because it teleports you to a down player. This would be S tier, but they don't get their perks. That's the problem. So it'd be A tier. The 4 blue ones we have, or the 5, or not 5 blue, the 5 gold ones we have are Crate Power, Flavor Hex. Really, this should be an S tier, but I'll tell you why it's not an S tier. Own the House, Support Group, and Wall Power. Starting, Legendary or Helping Hound, that's one of the ones that's not on here, would probably be a B tier because I've only used it once, but having someone help you is pretty cool, I guess. They don't even have the colors on it, that's crazy. But yeah, that'd be a B tier. I forgot to say that. But Crate Power is nice to have, mainly in Cursed. I don't really care about it in Standard, but having it in Cursed is nice because, like I said, getting that first Pack-a-Punch weapon is annoying to get. But yeah, Flavor Hex. I'll give you a quick explanation why it's not S tier. It's not S tier because I have 4 red Gobblegums below S tier, and I have 3 of them in S tier. So it would not make sense for me to put a Gobblegum that gives you an Ultra Gobblegum in S tier if half of the Gobblegums are not worth getting. The only 3 Gobblegums that I'll tell you right now that I have in S tier that you could get from this are the ones I barely get, which is Gift Card, Hidden Power, and Perkaholic. Those are the only red Gobblegums that I'd actually want. And if you want me to narrow it down to 2, it'd be Gift Card and Perkaholic. I don't really, whenever I see a Wonder Bar, I'm like, eh. Or a Timeout, I'm like, eh. And then when I see something like Near Death Experience and Raindrops, I'm like, oh. So that's why it's A tier. Own the House, you get a free perk. Honestly, I don't know why this is A tier because you only get 1 free perk, but I like it. It's a free perk. You don't have to spend like 3K or 3.5K. You can save it for the next perk. Support Group, I've only used this once, but score streaks are expensive. Especially if you're trying to upgrade your weapon. You're going to have to wait on score streaks. And this is good if you're actually trying to get the challenge where you need 10,000 kills for score streaks. You can just use this. Sentry Turret will get a lot. Disciple Injection, RCXD, No, not really. Mangler Canyon, if you're in a higher round, you could if you just train zombies, but yeah. A tier? Don't ask me why. What else do we have? Oh, wall power. I think, did I say that? No, I think that was crate power. Or I have both of them in here. Most of the time I get the Coda 9 out of ashes because I use the augment for quick revive where if you do enough damage while down, you get up, and having a Coda is my main pistol weapon, excluding wonder weapons that count as a pistol, which would be the ray guns. So I like wall power. And then the two brands that I have in A tier would be Timeout and Wonder Bar. Timeout because I have used it sometimes in Easter egg runs. So honestly it could be in B tier too if you want me to be honest, but it's good enough for it to be in A tier. So, and Wonder Bar. I like Wonder Bar. You get a free wonder weapon. Most of the time it's a ray gun or a ray gun Mark II, but hey, a wonder weapon is a wonder weapon. And I'll take it, because I barely get wonder weapons out the mystery boxes is, so. But oh yeah, that's my A tier. And S tier. We got 2 blue, 4 purple, 2 gold, and 3 red. The 2 blues that I have are Aftertaste and Temporal Gift. Temporal Gift paired with any of the 3 A tiers that were blue, so Killjoy or Double Points. Wait. I think Double Points is the one that's not on the list. Oh no, it is on the list. I'm tripping. But yeah, Temporal Gift paired with any power up that's timed is nice to have, except Immolation, Liquidation. I don't care about that. But pair it with Double Points or Killjoy, best combinations ever. Aftertaste, I like it because when I first started, I would get down a lot, and sometimes I don't have the pistol, so it's nice to have, because especially when I use the relic when the perks do not decrease, it is a pain in my butt to spend like 20k to get the next perk. That's an exaggeration, but you get the point. Free Fire, Profit Sharing, where's it at? Soda Fountain, don't have none of those because I use them instantly. And Who's Keeping Score? All of these are S tier. Some of the best gobblegums in the game. Free Fire for boss fights, I love it. Who's Keeping Score? I mean, it's Who's Keeping Score. Pair that with Temporal Gift, another S tier gobblegum. You're finna get money. Profit Sharing, I don't really play duos a lot, but when I do, pair that with Who's Keeping Score and Temporal Gift, you're on crack. And Soda Fountain, I mean, you get an extra perk. So, that'd be nice, especially when the extra perk is actually something you need at the moment. So, because especially on Ashes, I gotta wait like what, 15 rounds to get. Who is that? I have to wait like 15 rounds to even get Mule Kick from the perk, not the Perkaholic machine, the Wonder Fizz, or I forgot the actual name for it. The 2 gold ones we have are quite obvious. Armor Getting and Phoenix Up. Phoenix Up because when you revive your teammate, they keep all of their perks. So if they had 12 and they don't have nothing that can save them from keeping their perks, popping this is nice. And Armor Getting, I mean, it's free armor basically. You don't have to spend 14k on armor. You can just get it for free. I barely get this stuff, sadly. So the Ultra Gobblegums, I already said them. Gift card, Hidden Power, and Perkaholic. Guess what? I literally have none of those. But Perkaholic, you get all of the perks. That shouldn't be anything below S tier. And if it's under S tier, you're on crack. Because I can do the math right now. Let's do the math. Who is it? Wait, somebody replied to my comment. Nah, so let's do the math right now. Let's say without any augments that make the perks cheaper. Your first perk would be 2,500. So we're just gonna keep adding 5. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You would have to spend, add 2 zeros, you would have to spend 71k to get all 13 perks. And this is excluding trials, mystery perks. You would have to spend 71,500 points to get every single perk without the meal kick augment, without doing TED trials. How often do you see somebody do that? That's why you see a lot of YouTubers pop up perkaholic, so they don't have to spend money on it. Most YouTubers you see, when they run an ultra gobblegum set, you will always see the 3 that I put in S tier: perkaholic, hidden power, and gift card. That's not why I put them in S tier. This is my own opinion. I put them in S tier because getting 30,000 off the jump is nice. Having your gun gold is nice, so you don't have to spend like what, 8,000 salvage to get it gold. And getting a perkaholic is nice. You don't have to spend 71k to get all perks. So yeah, and like I said, Helping Hound is in B tier. There is another gobblegum. Let me know what it is, because I counted 43, but on the list I only have 41, so I don't know what the other one is. But that is my list, my tier list of gobblegums. And yeah, I'll see y'all. The next tier list will definitely be Perka-Colas, but I will have to do some very careful research on that, because I'm trying to debate if I should add augments into it or should just do the base perks. But the problem is I have not used the base perks in a while, so yeah. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.